العلم أشراف مطلوب وطالبه لله أكرام من يمشي على قدمه. العلم نور مبين يستضيء به أهل السعادات والجهال في الظلم.
عدم الأصل. عدم الأصل. What does this mean? What does فروع mean and أصول mean in علم الفرائض? أصول, upwards, father, mother, and so on. What does offspring? فروع means offspring. So there can't be عدم الأصل. There can't be a father present. There can't be what? A father present. So here, we said that what? Their father was who? Ali. Ali here. But Ali, we said he passed away years ago, صح? طيب. If Ali is present, she doesn't get half. Rather, she doesn't get anything. If the father of the deceased is alive, this ukht doesn't get anything. So the condition, the fourth condition for her to be able to get half is what? Adam al-Asl. There can't be a father of the deceased. يعني عدم من الرجال, from the men. There can't be a father or a grandfather. A father or a grandfather. These are the four conditions. The sister doesn't get anything. Give me an example, Ray. Give me an example of what you've just said. No, give me an example. Huh? La, give me an example. I want names. Ahmed is who? The father or what? He's the father. He leaves behind Yusuf, who is his son, and Fatima. طيب. Who passes away? Yusuf passes away. He leaves behind Ahmed and Fatima. What does she get? Nothing. Why? Ahmed is the father. Ahmed is the father. طيب. What are the four conditions? What are the four conditions for the ukht shaqiqa to inherit? Adam al-Mu'assib, there can't be a brother of hers. What else? Adam al-Musharik, there can't be a sister of hers. What else? Adam Far' Warith, there can't be someone who is Adam al-Far', not Far' Warith A'na. No, that's for the sister. Like him for the sister, that's for the daughter. For the sister, we said what? There's no child. There's no child of the deceased. And the fourth condition, no father present or grandfather. Along the half, the full sister, yeah? No full brother of hers must be alone or no other full sister, no child of the inheritor. Oh, sorry, deceased. Sorry. No child of the deceased, you're right. Hassan. So change that to deceased. طيب. So the fourth condition is what? The fourth condition is there can't be a father. طيب. Who's going to answer this next question? Next mas'ala from the sisters. Someone to put. I need someone to put their hand up. طيب. لا. أخت شقيقة يعني شين. طيب. That is the ab, the father. That is the ukht shaqiqa, the sister who we've studied. That is the the mother of the deceased, and that is al-bint. طيب. what does the ukht shaqiqa here? Because this is our mahallu shahid here. This is who we want to give something to. What does she get in this scenario? Look at the conditions first. See the conditions. Look at the conditions first. La, there's no sister of hers here. Take your time. Just look at the conditions that we placed. Those 4 conditions that were written here. Start from the first one. Muslim. Excellent. So there's no brother of hers here. Because if I said here, akh shaqiq, that would have been her brother. So we've met the first condition for her to get half. What was the second condition? Adam musharika. Excellent. Is there a sister of hers here? Does it say ukht shaqiqa anywhere else? La. So we're on course so far for half. Like, what was the third condition? Adam Mufaraq. There can't be someone who inherits her brother. Is there anyone that inherits her brother? Bear in mind, her brother is the deceased. Where? Like a direct descendant of him. He didn't give birth to his father. The daughter, sir. Where is the daughter? Here. Daughter's here. So what does the sister get half? What does the sister get here? Ignore. Why did I say ignore? 2 conditions are not met here. What are those 2 conditions? There's a bint here who's a direct daughter of the person, her brother. And there's a asl, there's her father, the deceased's father, or her father as well. Is that understood? طيب. أخت شقيقة عم from the sisters. Excellent. Okay. In this scenario, we've got أخت شقيقة, the sister of the person that's passed away. The person that's passed away is what? Jama'. He's passed away. He leaves behind a sister, a full sister. He leaves behind a mother, and he leaves behind an uncle. Ayn and Mim is an uncle. What does she get now? In order to know what she gets, let's answer who inherits. What they inherit, like in why. Start with this one. Look at the conditions that we studied for Ukht Shaqiqa. What conditions did we study for her? Okay, Adam al-Ma'asib. Meaning, let's look. Is there any brother of hers here? La. Adam al-Ma'asib, it would be like this. It would be written, Akh Shaqiq. Like, there's no brother of hers here. There's only 3 people anyway. So she meets the first condition. Second condition, Adam al-Musharik. Is there a sister of hers here? No. Okay. So we're on course for half. What else? What was the third condition? Adam Far'i Warith. Okay. So Jama', when he passed away, did he leave behind, does it say bint or ibn here? No, it doesn't. Okay. So we're on course for half. What's the last condition? Adam al-Asl. Right. Is there an asl here, meaning a father or a grandfather or a great-great-grandfather? La. So what does she get here? Half. She gets half. Is that understood? Always look at it that way. Look at the person that we're studying. We haven't studied. We haven't studied. None of our business. So here, I. Here, I. We've studied the ukhta. Why does she get half here? Brothers? All of the conditions are met. Is that understood? طيب, who's going to solve this from brothers? Someone who hasn't solved one. Sulaiman. طيب. We're studying who? أخت شقيقة. What does she get here? Excellent. Ignore. Is it only because the أخ شقيق is there? There's also other conditions that have not been met. Like if one condition isn't met, خلاص, turn away from it. Don't even bother wasting your time. How many people have we studied now? 4. Who are they? We've studied the husband. The husband gets half. How many conditions? One condition. What is that one condition? Excellent. So if a wife passes away and her husband is still alive, if there's no children of the wife, if she doesn't leave behind any children, her husband gets how much? He gets nisf. Bint, the daughter, gets how much? Gets what? She gets nisf. With how many conditions? 2. What are they? Adam Mu'assib, meaning there's no direct brother of her, there's no brother of hers. And the second condition, Adam al-Musharika, there's no sister of hers, so she's alone. Bint al-Ibn. What? How many conditions? She gets nisf when? Adam Mu'assib, there is no brother. If there's no brother of hers, no sister of hers. Hassan, Adam Musharika, no sister of hers and no brother of hers, and no one who is higher than her, who is a direct descendant of the person that's passed away, meaning a direct descendant of her grandfather or grandmother. طيب. Then we moved on to the ukht. The ukht, the sister, she gets half. When does she get half? How many conditions first? 4 conditions. What are they? Adam Mu'assib, there can't be another brother. There's no akh shaqiq. Adam Musharika, there can't be ukht shaqiqa. There can't be another sister. If there is another sister, they get a different inheritance. They get a third, 2/3. If there's a brother, the dhakar misl hadh al-unthayayn. So leave that out for now. What is the third condition for her to get half? Adam far'a warith. طيب, there's no child. And the fourth condition? Adam Mu'assib. طيب. So now, who's the 5th person that is written on your ukht li'ab? First, we need to know who is the ukht li'ab. And look at it as Surah al-Mas'ala. Who is ukht li'ab? Your half sister from your father's side. Your half sister from your father's side. So, مثلا, your father has got 2 wives. One wife gives birth to you. Your name is what? Muhammad, let's say. And the other wife gives birth to who? Ismail, let's say. Muhammad and Ismail, they share the same father. Do they share the same mother? No. That is what akh li'ab is. Is that understood? Right. So change Muhammad and Ismail to Salma and Fatima. 2 different names. Salma and Fatima, they share the same father, but they don't share the same mother. So that is the meaning of ukht li'ab. Is that understood? Is that understood? Right. How many conditions have you got on there? 5. 4 conditions you already know. The 4 conditions that you've done for ukht shaqiqa, carry them over here. So we're learning those 4 conditions now, because we've already started. She can't have a full brother here. Can't be a full brother of the deceased. Right? Oh no. There's no ukht li'ab or there's no direct brother of hers. So there's no brother that she has from her mother and her father. And no sister from her brother or her father. Right? Her brother and her mother and her father. The 3rd condition was what? Adam far'a warith. There can't be a descendant, a child. Okay? And the 4th condition was what? Adam Mu'assib. على عدم الأصل. There can't be a or a grand. Is that understood? Okay. Who's going to draw this with me though? Let's figure out names first. Let's say Ali has 2 wives. Wife 1, wife 2. طيب. She gives birth to what? Give me a name. Rafi'i. Shafi'i. Rafi'i is one of the Shafi'i scholars. طيب. She gives birth to someone called Rafi'i. طيب. She gives birth to a woman Shafi'iyya, huh? Hind. What is the relationship between Hind and the Rafi'i? That's a male, believe it or not. Unless you're saying we don't know exactly what he is. Rafi'i is a male. It's a man. Okay? So this is a man. Rafi'i and Hind. What is the relationship between them? Siblings. Half through the father. Half through the father. So she now, her title is Ukht Li'ab. Is that understood? Right. So if he passes away, for her to inherit, there has to be how many conditions met? 5 conditions. You've already studied 4 of them. So there can't be a sister from her side. There can't be a sister from her side, a brother from her side, and there can't be a child from her brother's obviously side. Because now she's the Ukht Li'ab. Rafi' can't have a child. Right? His sister, his half, leave them all alone. He doesn't have any full sisters, he doesn't have any full brothers, and he doesn't leave behind a child. Is that understood? How many conditions is that? 3. And he doesn't leave behind father. Obviously, Ali has passed away. 4. What's the 5th one? It should be shaqiqa. There's no. No full sister is the 5th condition, right? So Rafi' doesn't leave behind a full sister. There's no ukht. Ukht shaqiqa here. There's no ukht shaqiqa here. So Rafi'i, who's the person who was the half brother of Hind, he doesn't have a full sister. If he had a full sister, she wouldn't come into the picture. But because he has no full sister, then now she comes into the picture. Is that understood? طيب. Who's going to sort this next mas'ala? From the sisters, طيب. Who's going to do the next mas'ala that I'm going to... I don't think you've understood the question. Okay. I'm going to write a question here. By the way, questions hit in Fara'id. Question is basically me doing a table. That's the question. طيب. Jay. Who's going to do it? طيب, who's going to do it from the fathers then? Umar. What does the Ukht Li'ab get here? Ignore. Why are we going to ignore? Because there's an Ab here. There's a father here. We're going to ignore this because there's a father here. She doesn't inherit half. Okay. Okay. Her brother passes away and he leaves behind a mother, Jadda, and a grandmother. What does the Ukht Li'ab get here? She's going to get half. Jade. But why? All the conditions are met. What are the conditions? Adam Mu'assib. There's no Akh Li'ab here. So there's no Akh Li'ab here. Because if he was here, we'd change it to something else. He's not here. There's no Ukht Li'ab. There's no Musharaka. There's no sister of hers here. She's alone. طيب. Okay, there's no ibn here, or even daughter, bint, whichever one you want. Okay, again, that condition has also been met. The fourth one, Adam al-Asl. There's no father here. Again, there's no father here. The last condition, Adam ukht shaqiqa. There's no full sister of the deceased. Is that understood? That has also been met. Okay? So because all of the conditions have been met, then she gets half. Right. Sister. Who? This one? That counts as a mushagik, na'am. That's why I said, look, I rubbed it out here. Ukht li'ab. Her full sister. If her full sister is present, then she doesn't get half. She gets something, but she doesn't get half. Is that understood, Ikhwani? Huh? طيب. How many people take a half? 5. What are they? Zawj, excellent. And how many conditions? 1 condition. Again, the second person, bint. How many conditions? 2. Third person, bintul ibn. How many conditions? 3. The fourth person, ukht shaqiqa. How much does she get? Nisf. How many conditions? 4. Ukht li'ab, the half sister from the father's side. What does she get? Half? Excellent. How many conditions though? 5 conditions. Excellent. Khalas. 1 down, 6 to go. Is that understood? طيب. Is that understood? Okay. Let's go for the easier ones now. Okay. We're going to start with this one. Okay, we're going to take out the 8th. Thumun. Thumun, there's literally 1 person who gets a thumun. Can't get any easier than that. What is it? Zawja. Huh? Zawja. When? What is the condition? وجود فرع وارث. الله جل وعلا says لهن ربع مما تركت إن لم يكن لكم ولد فإن كان لكم ولد فلهن ثمن مما تركت. طيب. ثمن. زوجة. So half was what? Equals how many people? 5 people. This 1 person, literally 1 person, which is what? Zawja here. صح? Zawja. What condition? وجود فرع وارث. As long as there's a child of the deceased, she gets what? A thumun. Surah al-Mas'ala. We have a zawja here and an ibn here. What give her husband a name? Abdullah. طيب. Her husband was called Abdullah. Abdullah's passed away now. He leaves behind a zawja and a son. What has he left behind? Zawja. This is called far'u warith. He has left behind a to inherit him. Is that understood? So what does she get now, his wife? Thumun. 1/8. Why does she get a thumun? لوجود فرع وارث. Because there is a child. Is that understood? Again, the zawja. What about if Abdullah leaves behind 3 wives? Should we write zawja? What if Abdullah leaves behind 3 wives? With the presence of the ibn? Okay, مثلا, for example, let's say he has 3 wives. Zawja 1, Zawja 2, Zawja 3. طيب. Okay. What do these 2 get? Excellent. No, rather, you don't even actually do it like that. You write 3 zawjat here. You write 3 zawjat. So the wives, they share 1/8. They share 1/8. Is that understood? Now we're only obviously studying what they should get. Soon we're going to learn, we're going to put 8 here, and we're going to put 1 here, and we're going to put 7 here. Like, and that's not what we're on. We haven't reached that stage yet. Okay? Okay. Zawja, ab, am, ukht. Right. Who's going to answer? Someone put your hand up. Someone put your hand up. Someone. Ismail. طيب. Zawja here, what does she get? Her fard. But what is her fard? What does she get? You're right, she gets a fard, but what is the fard? Huh? She gets I. Okay, she gets I, yeah? طيب. Anyone else have anything to add to that? Modun. Why? Okay. So he's right, yeah? She gets, come on. She gets, hey. You agreed with the batil that he said. Why ignore her? Huh? Ismail is the one that said this batil answer. Just name and shame. Hey. But why Ismail? Who said 8th? Someone said 8th, and why 8th? There's no child. There's no child. Khalas. Huh? Oh, sorry. No, you're right. You're right. Wallahi. Hey, listen. No, you're right. Ismail, wallahi, you're right. Sorry. Sorry. I was upon batil. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. The funny thing is, I was looking for a situation where she wouldn't inherit. And Subhanallah, Qadarullah. See, even the teacher can be wrong. Okay. Ibn. What did she get here? Thumun. And why did she get a thumun? Because of the Ibn. Okay, excellent. The condition is that there has to be a child. For her to get an 8th, there has to be a child. One sec. That Zawja, the wife, Zawja, and Ab, Am. That example that Ismail said ignore, he was right. Well, Maudud, he was right as well. Sorry, you're right. Like, why are we ignoring this now? Like, explain why are we ignoring it? There's no farq warith. There's no child here. The ab is here, the mother is here, and the uncle is here. Like, we haven't studied these people at the moment. Like, one thing that we're sure of is what? She doesn't get an 8th. Why? Because there's no ibn here. The condition hasn't been met. Is that understood? So, the wife of the deceased, if the deceased, her husband leaves behind a child, she gets an 8th. If there's more than one wife, they share the 8th. Is that understood? Okay, so Zawja and the Ab. And Mubarak is saying, here, why did we say ignore? Because there's no in here. Why don't we say ignore because there's no ab here? That's not a condition for her to get an 8th. That is not a condition for her to get 8th. The husband, the father doesn't affect the wife. The father of the deceased, like, and we'll get to that with when we talk about Hajj and so on. Who blocks who and who doesn't block who. Is that understood? Right. How many people have we studied now? 6. 5 that take what? Nisf. And 1 that takes what? Have you still got energy in you? Right. Okay. Let's go for another easy one. Or a more simpler one. Right. Rubu', naam. Rubu' is the next one. That's a bit simple. Rubu', there are 2 people that get rubu'. Okay. We're going to stop on rubu' now. These 3, 1, 2, 3, we're going to study next week, inshallah. I don't think we'll get time. If we get time, alhamdulillah. Tayyib. What is the fard that we're studying now? Rubu'. Tayyib. How many people get it? And who are they? Zawj, Zawja. Tayyib. Zawj, Zawja. Okay. Now, what we're going to do now, we're going to complete the husband now. The husband, we talked about him getting half. That's 1 fard that he gets. The second fard is what? Him getting a rubu'. Like, what is the condition for him to get a rubu'? Hold on. If the condition for him to get half was that there's no direct descendant of the deceased, what is the condition for him to get a fourth? That there is a descendant. Is that understood? That is the one condition that you have to look at for the husband. Okay. Zawj, his wife has passed away. Ibn. His wife passes away. She left behind the husband, Abdullah, and she leaves behind a son. What does the husband get here? Rubu'. Excellent. Why does he get a rubu'? Because there's a son here. Because there's a son here, he gets rubu'. Which is more? Half or a fourth? Nisf is more. Is that understood? Nisf is more. So he gets more if there's no child involved. If there is a child, he gets less. So he goes down, and he goes down a level. Giving him a rubu' is basically putting him down a level. But we only put him down a level. Why? Because there's a child present. Excellent. Zawj, ab. Mathalan, Hind passes away. She leaves behind a husband, a mother, and a father. What does the husband get? Who said half? No, you're right. Sorry to scare you. You're right, half. You're absolutely right, wallahi. Half. And why does she get half? Why does he get half? No child. Excellent. No child. If there was a child, we wouldn't give him half. Okay, so there's no child. That's correct. Right. Okay, so now Hind passes away. She leaves behind a husband, she leaves behind a daughter, she leaves behind a mother and a grandmother. What does the husband get here? Rubu'. Why does the Zawj get a rubu'? Bint. I can't make fun of anyone just in case I'm making a mistake myself. Right. Like I've done with Swahili. Right. So he gets a rubu'. He gets a fourth. Why? Because there's a far' warith. Note, it's not just the ibn. It could be an ibn or a bint. As long as it's a child of the person that's passed away. And also, this child may be even from another previous marriage. It might be from her other husband. So it doesn't mean that that's his daughter. Right. When does the husband get half? No child. When does the husband get rubu'? child. طيب. Zawja. Zawja, have we studied what she gets elsewhere? No. Thumun, excellent. Thumun. So she gets thumun when? When there's a child. So if there isn't a child, what does she get? Rubu', a fourth basically. Zawja, he's the one that's passed away. Ali, her husband. He leaves behind a mother and a jad, a father, a grandfather, and he leaves behind an ab, and he leaves behind ibn la am. Okay. Ali leaves behind all of these people. What does the zawja get here? Rubu'. Why? Because there's no child. Okay. Which is more? A thumun or rubu'? A fourth or eighth? Rubu' is more. So she gets more, obviously, when there's no child. If there is a child, she gets less. Is that understood? Like, what about if he leaves behind 4 wives, a mother, father, and so on? Excellent. They share rubu'. They share a rubu'. Fara'id, as long as you know the principle, it's easy. طيب. Is that understood? طيب. Okay. Who's going to answer this? طيب, excellent. So, we have Hind who passes away. Hind leaves behind a husband and ukht shaqiqa. What does the husband get here? The husband gets a rubu'. Okay. The husband gets a rubu', yeah? Oh, don't shout. Excellent. Jazakallah khair. That's a full answer. Okay. Ukht shaqiqa, what does she get? Okay. Who's going to help her? What does the zawj get? Nisf. And why does he gets half of her wealth, half of Hind's wealth? Why does he get half? Hind doesn't have any children. Excellent. What about this person here? Nisf, you sure? Huh? No? You're right, don't be scared. Nisf. But why? Just what you do, whenever you find the person here, just look at the conditions that we've studied, nothing else. The zawj, we say he gets a half because there's no child here. The ukht shaqiqa, just look at those 4 conditions. Okay, so from when I say, when you give me the amount that they're meant to inherit, give me the reason as well. So you're saying she gets half. Why? No full brother, no child, and no sister as well. Al-Asl, there's no father or grandfather. Excellent. So here, that's going to be from 2. Is that understood? Leave that number for now, sorry. Okay. Zawj. Okay. Zawja. Ukht li'ab. And zawj. Who's going to answer this for me? Who died exactly? Take the zawj away. That was a trick question, by the way. Like, what do these people inherit? Why am I writing these 2 people? Because now, as it stands, you should know the answer to this. Okay? Let's add an am here. I want you guys to put a figure along with everyone here. Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Someone that hasn't done it before. Abdullah. Zawja, what does she get here? Huh? She'll get a rubu'. And why is she getting a rubu'? نعم, there's no child of the deceased. The deceased was Ali. طيب. أخت لأب. What does she get here? Nisf. Why? You're right. Hold on. There's no full brother of hers. No sister. There's no father. There's no child. Wasn't there any other condition? There's no father and there's no full sister. طيب. What does the am get here? Ignore. Why do we ignore? Because we haven't studied him yet. طيب. Is that correct as it stands? Excellent. طيب, Abdullah done that. Who's gonna do this from the sister side? Excellent. طيب. What does the Zawj husband get here? Excellent. Why? Excellent, because there's a bint here. Before you give an answer, look at all of the other inheritors, all the other people that he's left behind, or the person's left behind. The Ukht Shaqiqa, what does she get here? Ignore. Why have we ignored her here? Because there's a far'a work, there's a daughter here. She will inherit something, but that's later on, inshallah. The bint, what does she inherit now? Nisf. Why does she inherit nisf? Huh? She meets the conditions. And what are those conditions? No brother and no other sisters. Excellent. MashaAllah. All right. Okay. Who's going to work this one out? Oh. Hold on. Wait. Speak up. Excellent. What he's just did now, what Umar's just done, he's totally bypassed these people. He's gone to those that we've studied already. So the Zawja, she gets what? And why did she get Thuman? Because there's a direct descendant of, there's a descendant of the Ibn. طيب. Who else can we give something to here? No one that we know. Ignore, 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 and ignore. Haven't we studied Ukht Shaqiqa? But why have we ignored her here? Because of the Ab and the Ibn. The Ukht li Ab, we studied her. Excellent. Because of the Ibn and because of the Ab and because of the Ukht Shaqiqa. Excellent, excellent. Okay. So we studied a Zawj. Amma, the auntie. Am. Ibn and Akh Shaqiq. Husband, auntie, uncle, son, and an Akh Shaqiq she leaves behind. Who's going to solve it? Who just solved the Umar sisters? Who's going to solve it from the son now? طيب. Zawj gets Robert. Why does the Zawj get Robert? Huh? Because there's an Ibn here. That Ibn has dragged him down literally. dragged him down from half to rubu'. Is understood? Always know that the child is greedy. He drags people down. He drags the father and the mother down, the husband and the wife. طيب, the zawj. What about the amma, the auntie? We ignore. Asna, she doesn't have any. The uncle, ignore. This person here, ignore. The ukht shaqiqa, we've already studied her. Be careful. Ignore. Why? Because of the ibn. We've studied all of these people, so someone should have the answer to all of these. Who's going to go out and answer this? You're lucky you're answering it from there. The teachers over there would tell out, you'd have to come up and answer in front of about 60 or 70 students, and you'd be sweating because you don't know the answer. Like, Zoja. Who's going to answer this? I need someone to answer it. Don't worry about making a mistake. I need new faces. Who's going to answer it? Jabir. Zoja. She gets 8. And why does she get an 8? Because there's a bint and ibn. Because there's a far' work. There's someone that inhabits. طيب. Bint and ibn, what does she get here? She gets half. And why does she get half? There's no brothers and there's no sisters on her level. What about the ukht shaqiqa? Ignore. What about the ukht li'ab? Ignore. Is that understood? طيب. Who's going to solve this from this side? طيب. Usually women are good with numbers. What happened? Go on. Bint al-ibn. No. Why does he get a quarter though? There's a bint ibn. Excellent. Bint, daughter, and fourth is father of the deceased. Ignore who? All of them? Ignore bint ibn. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Excellent. And the ab? Does he get half or does he get rubu' or thumun? Does he get thumun, a rubu' or nisf? Nisf? Ignore. Have we studied him? We haven't studied him. Ignore. Excellent. The zawj here, why have we given him a fourth, a rubu'? Because there's a child here. The child, why haven't we ignored bint al-ibn? I thought we said she inherits. There's someone that is higher than her, the bint. She does get something, that's for a later lesson, next week inshallah. So the bint gets half. The ab, why have we said ignore? Because we haven't studied. We said ignore because we haven't studied it, not because he doesn't inherit. Right. He's going to give me another example. I'm out of examples. Okay. أخت شقيقة، أخ شقيق، أخ لأب، وأخت لأب، and عم. أخت شقيقة. You can understand how in it. It says أخت شقيقة, Sheen. أخ, the brother, شقيق, full brother. أخت لأب, your half sister. Your sister, who's a half sister of yours, your عم. Who's going to answer that? Who's going to answer this? Huh? Huh? Ignore each and every one of them. Okay. Why are we ignoring her? We've studied her. Excellent. Why? Okay. Why have we ignored her? They're on the same level. Why have we ignored her? Why? There's a brother. Why have we ignored the brother? Because we haven't studied. Why have we ignored the ukht li'ab? Because there's ukht shaqiqa there. One of the conditions for her to inherit half was that there has to be an ukht shaqiqa. Is that understood? What about this person here, the am? We haven't studied. Okay. Okay. Who's going to answer this one? New face. Muhammad. Okay. Leave you alone. Okay. Maudud. Sort this mas'ala out. Khalas. Immediately go to the person that we've studied. Once we go to the person that we've studied, then you can figure out what the other one gets. She gets? She gets 0. She gets 0. Huh? She gets what? Ignore her? Okay, so we have ignore, and we have a ruba'. Any other? اختلف العلماء. ربع. Why ربع? فرع واحد. Excellent. Take a general principle. There are certain people that can't be ignored. They'll always inherit. Write them down. Title, people that inherit no matter what. Ab wa Ab and if they are present, they always inherit. The father and the mother. Ab, they always inherit no matter what. Anytime you see in a mas'ala an ab or you have to have yaqeen, alladhi la yazul, that they're going to inherit. The next is ibn and bint. And then last are Zawj and Zawja. How many people? 6 people. Ab, ibn, bint, Zawj, Zawja. These people will always inherit. As for how much they inherit, yes, it can vary. It varies how much they inherit. Right? Based on the conditions of who's there. Like, these people can never be ignored. They can never be ignored. Like 5 minutes, okay. When you go home, inshallah, kill off all of your neighbors and see what they inherit, inshallah. Okay. Who's going to solve this one? Excellent. Gone. The second one is ibn, child, son. Son of. Huh? Son. Just like that. No introduction. Ibn. Ignore who? Ignore the ab. We ignore him. Okay, that's the father. What about the son? Okay. Have we studied the son? Ibn. We studied bint, the daughter. Ignore the ibn. Excellent. The zawja, the wife of the deceased. What does she get here? The person that died left behind the son. Excellent. Thumun. Sah? Thumun. Why? Because there's a son there. Ukht shaqiqa, what does she get? The full sister. Ignore. Why are we ignoring her? Because the conditions are not met. There's this person, this person. Literally block her. Ukht li'ab. Why are we ignoring her? The conditions have not been met. Any questions? Just as a summary, what we've done so far, we started off with Ashabul Furud, those people that have been given a certain amount in the Quran or in the Sunnah. Ashabul Furud, what does it mean? What does Ashabul Furud mean? The schedule that you've got in front of you. Those people that have been given a certain amount in the Quran. Thumun, a thuluth, eighth, half, whatever it is. It's been mentioned in the Quran. Out of those 6 furud, we've studied how many? 3. We've studied what? Nisf. How many people in Naam? So nisf, rubu' and thumun is what we've studied. How many people inherit half of wealth? 5. Excellent. Number 1, the first of those 5, the husband. Are there any conditions pertaining to him? How many are they? 1 condition, no child. The second person, bint. How many conditions? 2. What are they? There's no half, there's no brother of hers, and there's no sister of hers. Adam al-Mu'assib and Adam al-Musharik. طيب. Bint al-Ibn is the third person, صح? The daughter of the son. How many conditions does she inherit with? 3. What are they? Adam al-Mu'assib, that there's no sister of hers, and no brother of hers, Adam al-Musharik, and there's no one that's higher than her. The fourth person that inherits half, Ukht shaqiqa. How many conditions? 4. The fifth person that inherits half, Ukht li'ab. And how many conditions does she inherit with? 5. Excellent. 8th. Who gets an 8th? The wife, the zawja. With what condition? There's no child. There's a child present. There's a child present. طيب. What about a rubu', a fourth? How many people? 2 people. The first is the zawj, the husband. When does he get a rubu', quarter? If there's a child. So the child drags him down from half to fourth. The second person that inherits a fourth, the zawja, the wife. Why does she inherit, or when does she inherit a rubu'? And there's no child. So the child will drag her from having a rubu' to dragging her down to eighth. It's understood. These are 3 of the furud that we've studied. Next week, inshallah, we'll study the other 3 furud. Obviously, I want you to revise what you've studied and revise what we're going to study next week as well. This will give us a good foundation going into the book. Okay? This will give us a good foundation, because once you know Ashabul Furud, the rest is easy. The rest is easy. And why is it easy? Sorry, last masala. I know there's a lesson. Furud, for example, we're going to give Zawj something, the Zawj. And who else? Ukht shaqiqa, sah? Ibn. We're going to give him how much here? Rubu'. Why? Because there's a child, sah? The ukht, we're going to ignore her. Ibn, we're only going to write B, which means baqi. He just takes whatever is left. And that goes for all of the people that don't take fard. The father, not the father, the uncle, the cousins, the male cousins, all of that. It's just baqi. So it's the most important thing is that we understand the furud and we memorize them. Wallahu a'lam.